Taking a look at the draft right here, we're going to get some comments on it and move into our final game that we're going to talk about of the day. Let's see here.
Have there been globals in every game?
I was thinking that because Cav loves his globals, loves his double globals, and then he copied that from some of these guys, I think, who are also doing it.
Yeah.
So it's just funny the raw level of globals that are in here. Alrighty. And so let's take a look at these drafts. Cascon, same question as always. Does anything jump out to you about these drafts here in Granite Gaming versus Diamond Hands?
So the first thing I noticed is that Breeze is playing Diablo. And Breeze was the best Diablo in HGC by miles. So I wonder if he's got any rust on that going into this game.
I could definitely see it. There's a moment that really kicks in this game where I think Granite Gaming maybe wins if Breeze isn't on ping. We're going to see it towards the late game. And let me see.
I'm struggling to say, is Granite Gaming's trying to kill the Johanna, but I don't think their comp can do it into the blinds. And if it's biotic armor, that makes it hard too.
I could see it. And then, of course, there's the natural combo of Lunara with the Abolish Magic, again helping to compensate for Stukov's potential lack of cleanse.
Yeah,
Falling Sword can do the same thing, but I think it's Blessed Shield. What's up?
Especially into Dragon's Arrow plus APOC, right? I think they did this combo quite a few times in this game.
Yeah. Alrighty, let's see. Do I have anything else in my notes? Both teams have global pressure. Both teams have very strong area/corridor fight. That's talking like just when everybody's all packed in. Both teams can really thrive in that situation. That leads to big arrows, big lurking arms, big gusts. It's all massive. Alrighty, let's go ahead and boot up our last game that we're going to go over here today.
Okay, I'm gonna do one thing first though.
What would that be, friend?
If it wants to work. Why is it not working? Hang on, let me refresh the stream.
I just love my buttons.
Okay, it took my points, but it didn't appear in chat.
Oh no, I see the women want me, fish fear me. The double redemption? What are you trying to get out of here?
No. Okay, we'll put the hat on.
Okay.
We gotta end the stream with you having the hat on.
Let's go.
It's imperative.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. Alrighty. Let's take a look at this right here. I got my notes up. Okay, so we're looking at the talents, and there's one thing that jumped out to me. Into this game, I remember talking about this with you as we're looking at this. We're looking at the damage structure, specifically on the side of Diamond Hands, okay? They've got Lunara Falstad. And this is not an auto-attack build Falstad. This is a Q build Falstad, Q level 1. I think Dahaka could have opted for the level 1 Enduring Swarm.
Yeah, that would be really good into Q build Dahaka.
I just think that if Wubby goes this, they can't kill him. They straight up just can't kill him.
Too, if he just goes 4W build and Fiestas in their faces all game.
Yeah. Alrighty, that just struck my mind. I'd be interested to hear Wubby's perspective about it. I'm always going to default to him over me for offlane and builds and whatnot, but that is an inclination that I have, is that I think Dahaka could have just been W1. Let's see right here. So there's something I like to talk about on Towers of Doom, and that it's that you need to be at sappers when they spawn, of course. That's a very important part of the game. But of course, that's only a minute into the game, so you have a little bit of downtime from roughly 25 seconds to 1 minute, where midwave is already cleared, and at this point, you either are fighting someone in the 4-man, or you're bullying the off lane. And so we see right here, Got Filth in this downtime before first sapper camp, goes up and starts going on to Wubby. And you might be like, well, he didn't do much to Wubby, he just Q'd him and auto-attacked him twice. While that's true, Godfilth is actually the offlaner right now.
Yeah, this is really important, because it allows a lane swap, essentially. So both globals are top lane, and Godfilth can match Wubby's rotation, or Wubby can match Godfilth when they fight over Sapper Camp.
So if you're Rel's top lane right now, then Wubby just globals in for the Sapper Camp invade, and they get the 5-on-4, but they swap in the global, like Cascon said. And Dahaka's also a hero that just gets bullied by a lot of ranged heroes. A lot of ranged heroes, if they go in, you can just see him. He's just taking so much damage from Godfield, and they're not able to flex that global advantage. Very smart decision to rotate Godfield on that Falstad up into the top lane. And then here, you're gonna see a lot this game of Wubby just getting constantly 2-0'd or 2-1'd in top lane. I think that this is the story of the game, okay? Is that this Granite Gaming team is not able to look for kills when they're forced to play 4-on-3 bottom. Okay, because we've stressed every single game. Oh, one team overcommits to one side of the map, the other team pressures on the opposite side of the map. The problem with that is this Granite Gaming's 4-man, in my opinion. Their main tank is Diablo, okay? And Diablo is really, really good at getting these wall bangs and getting these picks around the objective, in between the lanes. But in the open lanes, Diablo doesn't have any angles. If you're just out in the open, Diablo can't really kill you outside of maybe hitting a really good QE combo, which might be hard on ping. So over and over again, in my opinion, the story of this game is that Diamond Hands is 2v1ing Wubby, and Dahaka is a hero who's not great into the 2v1 because they know that this 4-man from GG is unable to pressure the 4-on-3 bottom. And we're just going to see that play out over and over and over again. Why is there so much Yrel? It's a mixture of different reasons. Yrel is a very high skill floor hero, so in lower skill areas of play, you might see a lot less Yrel, because she's really bad in SL if you're not good at her. She's kind of a team play focused hero, and she can hop over walls. What's up, Cascon?
I think the main thing is that she's very safe. What you look for an offlaner is an offlaner who can't die. You want an offlaner who's ungankable, essentially. And Yrel is ungankable, especially after level 10. And if she plays properly, like we saw last game, Wubby just sitting there with the wings out, knowing a gank's coming and just jumping out. And right? Being that ungankable is so important from the offlane.
She just has an insane amount of skill expression as well. So when you're really good at the game, you can do a lot of crazy shit with Yrel. Alrighty.
Yeah.
Let's see right here, taking my notes back up from these games, and there's about to be something from Heavy right here on this bottom side.
Is this fight also all about Heavy?
Not all. And so what you see Heavy do right here is he has vision of Azerite and Smexy, who are looking at this turn-in, because I guarantee you GG's comms are, oh, I can get the stall, I've got stall, you know?
Well,
and so
that's their comms, but in Swedish.
Okay. Yeah. And so then Heavy right here goes and lands a really good WE combo over the wall on Stukov, which just gets followed up by Unavert.
That's really good.
And we're going to see similar pressure the other way around.
It turns out vision is important in this game.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Maybe we've been saying it all day, but it does sound like vision is pretty important.
Hell yeah. Alrighty, let's see. So just an insane WE combo over the wall from Heavy, and Unaverted's right there to follow up and get the kill as Azerite and Smexy probably a little bit distracted.
Is what they would have been saying.
Hell yeah.
According to Gunner. Thank you for the translation in the chat.
Appreciate you. And I gotta say also, Unaverted stepping up for the damage on the backline there. I played in Heroes of the Dorm against Beg for Mercy, and Heavy in here also played against Beg for Mercy in the Collegiate Esports Championship of 2019 when he went down in the finals against Rutgers University. And I know that he knows, just like I do, that Lunara that's up in your backline is just a fucking pain, dude. Oh my god, like the good Lunara players of the past, they very aggressively knew how to get up in your backline's face and just outtrade everybody. So like Lunara can definitely make those kinds of plays right there, while also simultaneously having nutty vision control. Like, it just blows my mind. Nodders has been called from Heavy. Dude, that Rutgers team was such a fucking cheat code to play against, dude. Holy shit, man. Just like being good all around, while also having Super Tai and Natsume AI, who were cracked Maiev players, and Beg for Mercy, who's a cracked Lunara player. I hated playing against that team so much. They were too good. Oh my god. Let's see.
Did they end up winning?
Yeah. I was just talking, Heavy was in the finals. It was a LAN finals for the last two teams. We were the number 4 team. We just barely didn't make it, and they got beat out by Rutgers. Alright, let's see. What do I got in my notes? Like, I know that Lunaras can just be such a pain in the ass if the player knows how to pressure your backline with it. It's so crazy. Ooh, we're about to see some really rare counter synergy between Breeze and Wubby. Hold on. This is actually one of the few times I've ever seen this happen between two of the legends of the game right here. Let's see. It's at 540. Yeah, here it comes.
I actually don't know what's gonna happen.
This breaks my heart a little bit. Oh no!
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh no.
It's one of the few times I've ever seen Breeze and Wubby do this together, dude.
So normally when a Diablo like E's, they're going to queue after and get the wall stun. So Wubby should know that's what he's going to do. However, if you look at it in this specific scenario, if he gets the wall stun, then you can't really follow up with anything, whereas the drag is instant, right?
Yeah, and you could drag him into the wall, too.
Yeah, for another wall stun, it would be really good to just get the drag off.
And Wubby goes for the drag, and he just keeps him out of the way. No!
But I mean, that's the thing where Breeze and Wubby weren't playing on the same team for too long. They were playing on Fnatic together in 2017, but then there was like a year break where Wubby was playing with JPL. Maybe JPL would have held him in place and Breeze would have queued.
Alrighty, let's see right here. Next up in our notes, we know, see right here, notice how far up Unaverted is and how not scared he is. Because they had 10 advantage and rotational advantage already having secured position. So Unaverted and Heavy just chunking the absolute shit out of this Diablo. And notice, Caesar Salad hits the Blessed Shield for it, and that actually baits out the Ancestral Healing from Smexy. I think this is a misplay. We were talking about this, Cascon and I went over this play last night off stream. We think that this Diablo was fine if he just kept walking, and once the Ancestral Healing is used, it's a really good trade in favor of Diamond Hands because Blessed Shield is a much shorter cooldown than Ancestral Healing by like 30 or 40 seconds. But like, tell me this Diablo isn't fine. Look at this.
No, he's fine.
Right here. After this leap, no Ancestral Healing.
Fine.
This Diablo walks out every time.
There's no damage left. He's fine.
Yeah.
However, I do kind of see Smexy's perspective where if your teammate gets Blessed Shield, then they probably have enough damage. They probably know they have enough damage to kill them. So then you just pop the Ancestral, pop the cleanse, you make sure they're fine. So like, I do get his perspective when it comes to this.
So, a bit of an unnecessary Ancestral Healing, and we're about to see again. Again, I think this is the entire story of this game, is Wubby just getting 2v1'd, and Granite never does anything with it. Just look and see if anything ever happens off the 4v3
Their
that
comp
they get.
doesn't really have much they can do unless they want to pop Odin when then there's a 4v3. So it's very clever from Diamond Hands to do this.
Yeah, like I think that they can't pressure the 4v3 because there are no angles in the middle of the lane, only when they're playing on objective and only between lanes, but you're not catching people on the rotation in the 4-on-3. You're just pressuring bottom, but you're not exactly able to siege bot super hard with Tychus's limited range and Tychus's limited ability to follow up on Diablo with his limited range and Diablo's limited wallbang angles. And so Azerite shows up right here. He kind of just contributes like a Q, you know, making sure that Wubby's not getting deleted. And that's it. Here's an arrow attempt onto Unaverted. Unfortunately, just doesn't land.
I would love to see an arrow right now because they had the vision. I want to see arrow kind of used on cooldown. It's a low enough cooldown that you can just pop it. Like Rich would rip it on people on the other side of the map. And if it missed, it missed. If it hit, they got a kill.
And that's a very good arrow attempt. It just didn't land, but I think it just goes to demonstrate further the unreliability of Granite Gaming's draft to punish that 4-on-3 in the bottom side of the map. And now we have Diamond Hands just taking out that camp right there, both teams trading it out.
This is very strange for me, though, to see Azerite on Hanzo and Poik on Tychus. Once again, because back on Dignitas, Tychus was a snitch hero and Hanzo was a Poik hero. And Poik was one of the best Hanzos in the world, so it's kind of sad we don't get to see him play it.
And then notice again how Diamond Hands has Godfilth in the top lane here. Specifically, they want their global on the opposite side, hence the offlaner rotating in.
It's
in
a very
SL,
play to do this.
Yeah, in SL, this would be your rel top every time, and Falstad would just be with the team and not get to use the global at all.
The thing is, you can communicate that in SL. If you're the Falstad player, you can tell your role, hey, go join team, right? And Sometimes she will, sometimes she'll get tilted and then throw the game. You never know. It's SL. Oh.
Oh, Wubby! We didn't see that on the broadcast. Wubby almost solo killed Gotfilth. But hey, even without killing him, he takes Gotfilth off the map, which secures this 5-on-4 right here. And not only that, Azurite out of vision, over a wall, parallel angle, hits unaverted.
Oh, perfect APOC as well.
We established, chat. Let's go ahead and look, chat. I still have it open. How to hit a good Hanzo arrow. 3 major components. Overwall, out of vision, parallel with enemy path. And then, what was this arrow right here? Let's take a look.
Really good Hanzo's drawing, by the way.
He's out of vision. This is the wall I'm referring to when I say it's going to come over a wall, by the way. Because let's look at this from the perspective of a member of the enemy team. This is when arrow enters vision, so the wall doesn't super matter because they're far
So
up.
the wisp kind of makes the wall matter a lot less.
Yeah. If there was no wisp, then this arrow would be entering vision like here. Like around there. It's crazy. Regardless, though, that's still a pretty picture-perfect Hanzo arrow. I think Wubby could have tongued as soon as he came out. Did he not have tongue from trying to solo kill the Falstad?
He got stick off silence, didn't he?
No, he uses it right here. Hold on. It's on CD right there, like in the exact moment that I back to. Let's watch this. So Wubby is over here solo killing Gotfilth. Lurker strains to set up the isolation.
And then he misses this tongue, which is why...
I think he lands it, but the gust breaks it, yeah.
You see the damage, he landed it.
And so then and the thing is, if that gust is like half a second later, that's just a solo kill on Falstad. And so then he Z's in, but he doesn't have gust to kill Luna.
Yeah, none of his cooldowns, he just has W.
And so he W's and auto attacks, which is all he can do. And then Azurite's just here. Yeah. No, that's a really good play.
Fine, I'll finish off the kill I set up. Thanks.
Let me see in my time here.
Odin was used for the fight, and now they're using it to push the structure, making sure they get full value before it drops down.
And so then notice right here, chat, Breeze is going to step, attempted out of vision, and look for the flank angle. We're going to see it right over here. I guess the moment already passed. No, it's coming up. Yeah, we're about to see it right here, okay? Notice how a lot of this is influenced by the characters that the tanks are playing. Breeze is sitting on the flank out of vision, whereas Caesar Salad is sitting on this wave in vision. Okay? Part of that is that there's not as much flank to even just respect in the first place. The only one is way back here, which the enemy team is just not doing. And part of it is also that Johanna is a wave clear tank, whereas Breeze doesn't really help his team by being in vision.
Johanna creates vision by clearing waves and giving you a wave clear advantage.
And so if you're Breeze, what you're looking for here is either just to catch Caesar Salad so far out with a Q that he dies, or to wallbang somebody into the sidewall. And then that happens, and just nothing. I don't know.
It was a good look.
Yeah.
And he's gonna go back out of vision again.
Alrighty. Yep,
So
and then look.
for an angle first.
Yeah. He wants to find whatever he can get. Then
Arrow from out of vision.
There's another attempt at an arrow, just doesn't land even out of vision.
The APOC was really good, like he trusted the arrow was gonna land, so they timed it together.
But that's their best hope at ever abusing the 4-on-3, because their main tank is a Diablo. Like, if their main tank is a Nubarak or Muradin, they have the ability to pressure these teams and step up, and they can siege with the Nubarak Beetles, they can siege with Muradin's expendable HP bar. With this Diablo, Wubby's just over here getting bullied, and there's nothing they can ever do about it. Other than just hope that they hit the arrow play, and they miss 2 really big arrows in bottom. Oh, Godfilth flanks in for the gust. That's just a filthy gust.
Yeah,
wants to force because it's 4v3, Falstad is AFK top, and they know Yrel was mid. Yeah, that's exactly what we've been talking about, Mopsio. I'm saying they know they want to force bot because they keep having the number advantage because Wubby keeps getting 2v1 to top. I'm saying that I don't think their draft allows them to do it.
Yeah,
Like,
we're saying that Diablo is it's hard when the enemy team is just playing in the wave to like get any good engage into the enemy team, even 4v3 here. But yeah, they just clear wave and go out of vision is what they should do.
yeah.
And Breeze was doing that a decent amount.
Oh, and then this play hurts my soul,
Oh,
dude.
did he flip him out of the ISO?
No, that's
It
not what it
looks like
is. I mean,
Okay.
maybe. Let me see. That's not
It
what
looks
I
like
hate
he's
about
about
this
to
play,
flip down
though.
ISO.
Let's see. So right here, Nintori steps up super aggro on Wubby, gets
That
tugged
was a
out of the
really good
landing.
drag on Urali, you can do that at any point. It's really insane, even on Pang.
And then Breeze goes in for the stun here, and I just can't help but feel that if this wasn't a Tychus, things would go so much better. Because I think they can threaten the bot siege better with a non-Tychus, and the follow-up is a lot quicker, but look at Poik. Poik's doing his best to try to follow up on this combo. But by the time he gets there, keep in mind he still hasn't dealt any damage. He comes in, autos maybe 3 times, maybe 4, and then Ureli's out.
Landed. Yeah.
I think that if this Tychus is a lot of other DPS heroes, Urel might die.
And it's also partially because Hanzo is there too, right? If Hanzo's alive, then this is a really good scatter angle for him as well.
I'm curious, how much damage does he do? There's one,
Like generally
two...
to kill a frontliner, you need 5 people focusing the hero, and they only have 4 people alive, so it becomes really difficult even with a Tychus.
It looked like 3 autos. Yeah. Yeah, just not having Hanzo there for the follow-up just means, as crazy as that was, super good tongue, super good wallbang, they just don't have any damage in range to follow up on it. Let me see. Got my note at 11:15 coming up right here. It says, Granite Gaming needs 16 and Dahaka needs to get top back, so Hanzo comes and soaks mid. So we see right here, Dahaka's just working on getting this back. Granite Gaming knows they're not going to contest bot super hard while down 16. They bring Hanzo up anyway for it.
They're
And then,
gonna
of
get 16
course...
soon. They shouldn't
Yeah.
lose to 4.
Okay. And then, of course, it's much better to have Hanzo doing this than Tychus for those of you in the chat. You might be like, what's the difference? Why? Hanzo's able to contest the wave from longer range, and he has more mobility to escape if he gets threatened. Tychus has to get a lot closer and doesn't have the same level of escape.
And Hanzo has Dragon Arrow, so if you do want to force a fight down bot, maybe they show somewhere else, then you always have that option.
Absolutely, yeah. That's always a nice little part about having it split. Diamond Hand's now taking a bit of time on the
Yeah,
map.
I think giving the boss is fine to take back top.
For sure.
I'm gonna get positioning of a bot altar, and that they should not lose the top left here. They should be able to stall it just fine.
And then notice right here how Caesar just goes full zone, okay? So at this point, Diamond Hands has decided to completely just forego contesting the bottom one. They're gonna go for the top 2. And in order to help his team secure that, Caesar just zones Breeze all day long. Because there's no gate here. There's nothing Breeze can do to get past this. You can see him just trying to walk past right here. And Caesar Salad just impeding his progress.
Yeah, he's just disrupting Breeze as much as he can.
And like, Breeze can get the double stun combo on him. He's a Johanna. He doesn't care.
The funny thing, if that was 2017 Diablo, Caesar Salad is dead.
Oh yeah, no, the damage from Diablo in that time period was absurd. And so you see up here, meanwhile, while all that zone game is going on, Heavy's over here threatening the turn-in, getting out the
Good
dig
stall
for
from
Wubby,
Azrai.
shoves him right into Gotfield's face. Ooh, Lurker Strain actually prevented Nintori from hitting that hammer out of it. Lurker Strain's such an overloaded talent, dude. Ooh, Azrai almost got that. Wow. Yeah, that was a very close stall by Falstad.
Odin is still... So, Granite Gaming's comp is kind of based around the ultis, and they still have all ultis up. So they probably want to force a fight right now.
Oh, this was that
exactly
moment.
that.
I think this was ping. I think this was ping, chat. So look at this combo right here by Breeze, attempted onto Unaverted. So Breeze up here lurking, Unaverted steps up just super hard. How the fuck do you not die? Walking up and just high-fiving the enemy team as Lunara.
That's not legal. Please tell me he dies.
He has 60% HP. He will get healed the rest, but that's all he has right now. And chat, Look at this and tell me this is not a dead Lunara. I genuinely
That's a free
think.
wall bang. Wait, show me Granite Gaming's POV. Can I? They have vision, right? Yeah. It's not over the wall. We're fine.
Like,
That's just double wall bang.
I think
Dead.
Breeze either had a slow reaction and or ping, and look, he tries to Q unaverted right here, and this is easy wallbang. Oh, he's fire stomping. And then unaverted is back, and
Yeah.
yes, Lunara gets stunned right there, chat, but it's the flip from Diablo. Lunara does not get wallbanged.
I think you could make an argument to use Dragon Arrow as follow-up to the Diablo here.
I can totally see it, yeah. The only awkward thing, he needs to do it from here. If he gets it in closer, he's at short stun, which is much worse. Yeah, I'm not sure why we
and then the
didn't
leap
get a
out.
Hanzo arrow there, to be honest.
And there probably should have been an APOC on that engage as well.
Yeah, maybe I just weren't super hard committing to it. Caesar's just super
okay,
deep in
so
there.
here's the thing about stuff like that. You don't expect the enemy team to run into your face and int. So when they do, you're not exactly prepared to punish them if you haven't been playing the game a lot recently.
That always just blows my mind when someone does some shit that they just should not get away with. And then at this point,
Puddle was good, and then your knock was good too.
dang, Wubby goes in for the flank and lands the huge tongue onto Yrel, interrupts the hammer, the Yrel hammer, or tongue onto Lunara, interrupts the Yrel hammer with the Lurker Strain, and then still gets wrecked. That feels bad. But like, we just didn't press APOC, Arrow, or Odin there.
Yeah, like the fight comes down to that ultis with this comp, and they didn't press their ultis, so they lost.
Yeah. Let me see what else I got in my notes here. And then, huge sequence by Diamond Hands coming up at 14:20 is my final note of this game. I think this is what decides the series. Let's take a look. 14:20. At this point, Breeze needs to come in. They're going to scout every rotation from the left side right here.
Yeah,
Breeze is
so
only...
in this position, you have to go from above, like where the tunnel is, you have to go that location.
And
you have
Caesar
to move
Salad
down.
also scouted him approaching, so they knew he was coming from this angle, and Lunara's got the other angle blocked down. And so now they
Although-
can't even approach. What's up?
Yeah, you, as Granite Gaming, honestly, you want to Fiesta them 4v4 here. And you want Wubby to Z-bot. Because if you just Fiesta them here, then they can't save whoever's Wubby is 1v1ing.
Yeah,
And then they
yeah.
have to move down, and you can move down with them.
I can totally see it, yeah. Alrighty. And so check this out, chat. This is really, really big in terms of setting it up perfectly.
I think Breeze is respecting the arrow too much for the APOC. I think he's had a couple good like wall stuns that could be flips with APOC, and he's not pressing it because he was trying to get the combo off with his Hanzo player.
Yeah, like Hanzo just died without pressing arrow in the last two fights, man. That's crazy. I didn't even notice that we were watching last time. But look at this, chat. Look at what happens here, okay? Breeze sets up an excellent wall stun angle, hits it perfectly onto unaverted, lands the wall stun.
Imagine if there was an APOC before that as well. Like he's just going to be stunned.
And then what he's about to do is cue Lunara before the stun finishes toward him. So yes, she can leaping strike out off of Breeze towards and land like about here, but that's going to be right near Wubby. And so the Blessed Shield from Caesar actually interrupts Diablo's combo, allowing Lunara to not get cued into there, so now her leaping strike is much closer to her team, and she's able to escape just fine, and the engage has already been borked.
Isolated. Azerite is out of position. There's no path of retreat here for Granite Gaming, so they have to like commit into being in this fight.
I genuinely think they're just holding onto their buttons too much. Like, it sucks
Yeah.
that Breeze didn't get that wall stun, and I feel like he does if he's not on ping, but I just don't know how
right
you don't
here,
arrow.
He has APOC up, just APOC that stun every time. Like I don't care if you have Dragon's Arrow plus APOC combo. If it's a free kill with APOC, take the free kill.
Oh, I mean, I think honestly, he just if you can APOC Q this and then flip into arrow double hit on Caesar plus unaverted, that's probably a one fight right there. Let me see, but nope.
Yeah, and there should have just been an arrow straight away as well. Yeah, they just need to press the buttons more.
And then insane gust from Gotfilth once the engage had been denied. Gusts into walls are just game winning, and at this point it's just over for Granite.
Yeah. And now the April comes down onto Heavy with the Super Strain, so he doesn't really care.
Yeah, and Super Strain chat, we want to talk about that a little bit specifically, actually. This exact Stukov level 16 chat is just nutty into Diablo.
Yeah, it's really good.
So whenever...
Get,
What's up?
You get, what, 4 procs off of it whenever Diablo goes on someone, right? Because he has the initial stun, he has the flip, he has the APOG, and he has the second stun, if that stuns. Maybe 3. Guaranteed 2.
So something I've heard is that Super Strain triggers twice off of Diablo flip, and here we see Cav saying the same thing right here. Diablo's flip, yes, Diablo's flip is coded as 2 stuns. So when you flip someone that has a healing Q on them from Stukov, they just get like 1,300 health back. It's crazy, like 1,200. And you factor in that all of Diablo's other stuns also trigger Super Strain, and this talent is just particularly insane in this matchup. And it goes a long way towards compensating for the fact that you lack cleanse as a Stukov into aggressive teams. And so with Super Strain, it's just so hard to get those picks, and it's especially hard to do stuff when buttons are not pressed. At this point, GG knows that they could just cap and then, like, not end, but why would they do that when they could just 6 cap and then it's over?
Yeah, you just 6 cap in this game.
Mm-hmm.
GG's on the chat.
Heavy's got it. Skill issue.
Oh, that's so toxic.
No, I think it's because he died. I don't think he's flaming. It's because like his death timer is super recent. Yeah.
Maybe.
No, I don't think he just dropped a fucking skill issue in the chat. Like, eat shit, nerds.
Blaming these haters. Like, oh, you suck at the game. Get better. Get on CCL's level.
Oh, no. That's amazing. Alrighty, well, that entirely wraps up our review of all the CCL games that happened on Saturday. That took forever. I want to try and do it a little bit faster here for Sunday's games.
Just a little bit.
Honestly, though, I don't mind running these long streams. I think it's good content. It's just time. That's the end of the thing. Alrighty, friends. Thank you so much for being here with us as we reviewed these games. Thank you, Cascon, for providing such excellent analysis and experience. That was really good right there. I had a fantastic time, and I look forward to running it back with you tomorrow, same time.
Yeah, this was really fun.
Hell yeah! Right now, chat, I'm just telling y'all, I'm really trying to hit the bases, okay? I want to come at you guys from the perspective of a coach, from the perspective of casting, of breaking down these games, getting that GM-SL gameplay in. I'm really trying to cast a wide net as far as HotS goes, so thank you for showing up for this.
And I want to plug myself a bit here, so if you want to see anything about me, just go to twitch.tv/FunsTV. I stream sometimes, it's pretty good.
I knew what he was going to say. As soon as he was like, I stream it, I was like, I know where this is going. I rolled my eyes before you got it out. Yep. Everybody knows Cascon streams at twitch.tv/FunsTV every day.
Yeah, that's not Funs, that's me. It's definitely not a mockery clone either.
Funs is just the camera actor while Cascon does the actual gameplay.
Yeah, that's what I get to int when I want to int, and I can just blame Funs if I want. It's fine. It's fine.
Do you have anything you would like to shill or shout out before we get going?
No, not at all. Twitch.tv/mockerytv. I hear it's a pretty good stream.
Thank you, Cascon, for joining us here today. You have been a blast to hang out with and talk about the game. This is fun. I look forward to doing it tomorrow, man. I'll see you soon.
See ya.